Alright, so in this video I want to build on what we went over in the template class video and just add the rest of our views. So we want to add, for instance, our register page, the actual topic page. So we're going to bring our HTML into our views or into our templates. Alright, so let's go ahead and open Notepad. Alright, so I also want to open up our HTML folder just so we can grab the layouts we need. Alright, so I'm going to start with the let's do the register. Wait a minute, 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to open my register, I guess, controller, and I can use the index as kind of a starting point. Okay, so I'm going to copy that. Alright, so remember, we always want to include our initializer, and we're going to define the template we want to use, which in this case, let me see, it's going to be this register template. So all we have to do is replace this with register. We can get this out of here for now. Alright, so just these few lines of code should bring in our template. Alright, so if we go to talking space slash register.php, we need to actually add some content to the template. So I'm going to go into the templates directory, open up register, and let's actually just want to get an example from the front page. Okay, so we can just grab the header and footer and paste that into the register template. Just try not to get confused with the file names, because often the actual controller, like this register page, will also have a template named register.php, which is this file. So you may have two files with the same name in different locations. One is basically a controller, and one is basically a view or a template. Alright, so now we should have the header and the footer show up. Alright, so basically now we just need to bring in the main content. So for now I'm going to get my static HTML from my register HTML page. Alright, and we don't want to get any of the header or the footer because we're bringing those in with the include. So I'm basically going to get from my form, okay, so from right here all the way to the end of the form, which is right here. So I'll copy that from my HTML and paste it right in between the header and the footer in the register template. And it's a little messed up looking. It's not formatted very well. When you do copy and paste, that's just bound to happen. So try to work with me on that. Or bear with me. Alright, that's fine. I hate messy code. It really gives me anxiety. Alright, so let's save that, and now we should have our form. Alright, so obviously this isn't going to work. It's just HTML, but it gives us our UI so that we can actually start to use this dynamically to actually register at the site. Alright, so let's finish doing the rest of our HTML. As for the links, we need to change, because if we click on create an account, it brings us to register.html, so we want to change those. So I'm going to go to the header include, and let's see, for home we want that to go to index.php, and then register.php and create.php. All right, and then for the logo, we also want that to link to the home page. All right, so if I save this, we should now be able to kind of navigate around. All right, so next I want to click on this, and I want it to open up topic.php. All right, so I'm going to go to my front page template. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet because I'm not going to do that until we're actually pulling these topics from the database. All right, so let's just make a topic.php page. All right, so if we go to the root and we open up topic, all right, so basically we can just pretty much copy this. Okay, except we want to include the topic template. All right, and let's do the same thing for topics. Okay, and I think that's, oh, also create. We want the create template. All right, so now when we visit these pages, it should load their templates. Login and log out, we don't need to add templates to because they're basically just for functionality. Login is basically going to just log us in through the database and then redirect. Same thing with log out, so we don't need to use the template object in those files. All right, so let's just finish up with the templates. All right, so I'll just close these out for now. I'm just going to close everything. All right, and now I'm going to open up in my templates folder, I'm going to open up create, topic, and topics. And basically we just want to paste in our HTML. And we don't forget to use the header and footer tags as well. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I just want to grab the footer and just paste it in. All right, so now let's grab the static HTML. First we'll do the create page. So in our HTML, you want to open up create, and you want to grab from form down to the ending form as well. Okay, so we'll grab that, copy it, paste it in the create template. Okay, we'll save that and close. Topic. All right, so let's get the topic.html, and we want to get, let's see, block, pull left, clear fix. All right, so from this UI, this UL tag, okay, down to reply to, okay, so that's the UL. Then we have the reply form, which ends here, I believe. Yeah, so let's just grab that and paste that into topic.php. All right, we'll save that. And topics basically is going to be kind of the same as the front page, so I'm going to just copy the front page post for now, or the front page template. I'm not going to grab these statistics though. So here, and I want to paste those in topics. Alright, so I'll save that. So now we should have our static user interface. Alright, so we're on the topic.php page now. If I reload, it gives us all our HTML, the register page, the create topic page, All right, so and also topics.php. All right, and the reason we have topics.php, even though that the front page template is pretty much the same thing, in this page we're actually going to be able to filter by category. All right, so if we click on development, only the development topics will show. We can also do it by user. So if we click on Brad T81, it's going to show all of his posts, and that's it. All right, so that's what this page is going to do. All right. So the next thing I want to do is start replacing these topics with data from the database. All right, and we haven't actually inserted any data yet, and I want to be able to fetch and display data before we actually build the insert functionality. So what we'll do is we'll insert it from phpMyAdmin. All right, and we might as well do that right now. So I'm going to go to localhost/phpMyAdmin. All right, so let's go to talking space, and we're going to create a few things here. All right, so let's create a user first. We can go to insert, and I'm just going to put in my name, email, and avatar is just going to be, I'll just say avatar1.jpg, and then username will be, we'll just say Brad T. Password is just going to be, actually password will be a an MD5 encrypted hash, but for now I'm just gonna, let's just put 123 for now. About, say I'm a web developer from Boston, Mass, and that's all I'll write for now. And let's see, last activity we'll just leave, and it'll also put in this default value, which is the current timestamp. All right, so let's create that guy. Let's see, data truncated, last activity. All right, so that went in. Last activity. You know what? I'm going to remove the last activity field. Actually, I'm not going to remove it, but I'm just going to kind of ignore it for now. All right, so now that we have a user, let's go ahead and create a category or two. All right, so we'll go to insert, and let me add a couple rows here. And actually this name, we have this backwards, the structure's wrong here. Name should be varchar. Let me change that. Okay, and then description should be text. Actually, yeah, we can leave 400. Alright, so let's insert. In here, we'll have a category called, actually, you know what, let's just, this will be a technology type of place. So web programming, web design. All right, and I'll just put some sample data inside of the description. All right, so we have two categories. All right, so now we have our categories. Now let's go ahead and let's insert. Let's go to our topics and insert a topic. Okay, so the category will say 1, user ID is 1, title let's just say, we'll say favorite server side language. And then for the body, let's just say, what is your favorite server-side language? And that's fine. And then that's good. So that'll be one. Let's do another topic. And category ID, let's do 2. User is still 1. Okay, for the title, let's just paste in how did you learn CSS and HTML, and I'm just going to grab some sample content. Alright. Alright, so there is our topics. Alright, so I'm going to end the video here, and then in the next one what we're going to do is try to get those topics from the database and output them here instead of these static posts.